What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Seasons. This is episode number 19, and we start today's episode off by picking Marseille to begin today's episode off. As you can see, I chose Marseille because that is the side my opponent was in the last game of the last episode. We beat him by 5-1 using Sporting, so using Marseille, obviously got quite a few good players in there, a couple of nice 4-star skillers too, so that was a good team for me to use. And we came up against Southampton, a side we've used before, so in the next game we shall pick a new side, and against Southampton from England. As you can see, the first chance would fall to us here in the 11th minute as I cut inside with the winger name who I can't pronounce, and as we go to shoot we get tackled. It comes to Ramal and his shot is saved by Forster and turned behind for a corner, but it was my opponent's corner in the 19th minute here that was going to cause me some problems as he stands over it with Stephen Davis. In the end gives it to Tadic, and the Serbian ends up crossing the ball into the box after waiting for about 5 minutes, and eventually he'll cross the ball into the box. I'm waiting for him. There you go, towards Graziano Pella, and what a leap that is by the Italian. We know he can head the balls in. He's a very tall, physically powerful striker, and he shows it there. So 1-0 to my opponent. He takes the lead, and in the 25th minute we come for ourselves. Payet collects the ball, plays it over the top towards Gignac, the striker, who beats Jose Font, goes through one-on-one and smashes the ball past Fraser Forster even, and in off the far post. So 1-1, and we're back on level terms. And in the 37th minute, a good chance here from a free kick as our centre-back and Kalou stands over it. Eventually we play it forward towards Gignac, who flicks it on. It comes to Payet, who's surely going to score. Unfortunately not. Really good save by the former Celtic goalkeeper Forster, and it's still 1-1. And on the stroke of half-time, I'm through again with Alisson Girini down the left-hand side. We roll it through. It's cleared away, only as far as Payet, who collects it. It falls to JJ, who strikes it, and the shot goes over the bar and out for a goal kick. So still 1-1. That was how the first half would finish, but in the second half here, my opponent had a really good chance to take the lead just 2 minutes after the restart, and he did. He rounded the goalkeeper with Jay Rodriguez and put it in from a tight angle. Very, very good finish there, and my opponent is in front in this game for the second time. Very, very good finish after rounding the goalkeeper, and it's 2-1. And directly from kickoff here, as you'll see, I give it to Payet straight from kickoff. Roulette round one defender, then heel-to-heel flick round the last man and just smash it past Forster, and I was like, that's pretty poor defending by my opponent, don't get me wrong, but even so, it's always nice to score directly from kickoff after just running through, and it is 2-2. So back on level terms in this game. Very, very pleased with that, and again, just a couple of nice skill moves, pretty basic really, but even so, glad to get the goal and make it 2-2. But directly from kickoff, my opponent tried to respond himself, and as Morgan Schneiderlin gets on the ball for him down the left hand side, he eventually passes the ball inside towards Graziano Pella. Pella then spreads it out wide towards Jay Rodriguez, who got his second goal. Back inside towards Pella, who got his first goal. I made a challenge, but I gave it to Mandanda and just kicked it straight at James Ward-Prowse. The shot was saved, but it fell on the line to Mane, and he just put the ball into the empty net and made it 3-2 and said thank you very much. And yeah, I know that was really poor goalkeeping and just absolutely shambolic. You don't need to tell me, but even so, I thought with the power I put on the square button there, I thought he would have kicked it a little bit further, but still, it's 3-2, and my opponent is back in front, and again some shambolic defending from me, but again from kickoff my opponent ends up giving the ball away with Alderweireld. We play the ball inside, and Payet's shot finds the back of the net, and it's 3-3, and I swear man, seriously, 4 goals getting scored in the space of like 6 in-game minutes. Absolutely crazy, and it is 3-3, and in the 62nd minute here my opponent again gives the ball away. Really good chance to take the lead, but unfortunately the shot is saved by Forster and cleared away. So very good chance Spurn there, and in the 66th minute we're through again. Payet on the ball, collects it, plays it inside towards Gignac. My opponent gives the ball to our number 9, who strikes it from range, and it goes just over the bar and out for a goal kick. So still 3-3, but in the 77th minute here we win a free kick after it was a shocking challenge by Jose Font, and on another day I really think as though he could have been walking for that. I was kind of frustrated it was only a yellow, because personally speaking, I know there was a man covering, but to be honest, I think with the really bad challenge and the ball was well away from him, that could easily have been a red card considering we were on a very good chance there. So we won a free kick though. I'm going to score 3-3, 11 minutes to go. I've scored a couple of free kicks in this series, even though I'm not the best at taking free kicks, but I gave it to Alisson Girini, who had the best stats at 78 free kick accuracy. The left footer stands up to take it, and thankfully for us it does find the back of the net. Bit fortunate because Fraser Forster did get a hand on it, and I think really could have saved it, but I'm glad he didn't, and we take the lead for the first time in the game. game, make it Marseille 4, Southampton 3, and it was a good free kick at the end of the day. Forster was at full stretch, but I would have thought he could have saved it, to be honest, but still 4-3 to Marseille. And as you can see in stoppage times, I'm about to take a free kick. My opponent quits the game, and we do indeed get given the 3 points. So a 4-3 victory, very, very hard. We made hard work of it. That's the best way of saying it. We made hard work of it. I should say I made hard work of it. I feel as though I deserved to win. I would have been very frustrated if I didn't. I had 11 shots compared to his 7, I think it was, and I think I played pretty well, to be honest, on offense. Just defensively, I was all over the place, and that would have been a real shame had I not won the game because of my terrible defending. But still, for the second game, I chose Monaco. So another French side here, chose Monaco. Just because, I don't know, I just thought it could be fun. Even though there's no Falcao or James Rodriguez for them anymore, I still thought it would be quite fun. Of course, the giant striker, Lucina Traore, one of my favourite strikers to use on FIFA for obvious reasons. So I choose Monaco. And they've got a couple of good 4-star skidders themselves. So Campos, obviously, and Berbatov, the former United, Fulham, Spurs striker. Could be good fun to use. So we come up against PSV Eindhoven for this game, the Dutch side, and I come against my opponent, and PSV have got some very good players themselves and a lot of pace, and it was evident as well that his game plan really was to get the ball to the wingers as quickly as possible, because Memphis Depay had the first chance in the second minute. He played a long ball forward to the winger, and his shot went just wide the post, and again he's through here with Luke de Jong playing out wide towards Depay. Really good chance, he cuts it across the face of goal, and de Jong does make it 1-0 just under 7 minutes in. So my opponent takes the lead, and again it was really obvious what his game plan was, but even though I knew what he was trying to do, I still couldn't stop him from doing it. I knew he wanted to exploit our fullbacks and just go for the pace down the wing, but I still couldn't counteract that. And as he made it 1-0 here with Luke de Jong, you know, pretty nice cut inside there with Depay and a good finish. It was 1-0, and I was fearing the worst at this stage because I just couldn't stop the guy from coming forward. And in the 16th minute he does it again. Depay gets onto the ball, gives it to de Jong down the right hand side, but my defender couldn't catch up. But I mean, Stecklenburg, seriously, how on earth is he not saving that? That is just symbolic goalkeeping, it really is. And I know my defending's really poor, and I know I need to take the blame for 90% of the goals, but really, if your goalkeeper's getting beaten as easy as you like there, I'm sorry, but sometimes you've got to blame the AI goalkeeper, because that is just really poor. The shot by de Jong, it wasn't powerful, it wasn't in the corner, it was straight at him, and it just goes through his feet basically and into the back of the net. The ball goes through his legs, and that makes it 2-0 to PSV even, and I'm all over the place early on, so I needed to respond, and I had a good chance here in the 21st minute. I got played the ball forward with Traore. I took the shot, but unfortunately the goalkeeper made a good save and kept it at 2-0. And in the 29th minute, my opponent comes through again here with Wijnaldum, giving it to de Jong. De Jong spreads it out wide towards Arias, the right back, who's got the pace to beat Yannick Ferreira Carrasco. And just like the second goal, well, Stecklenburg, you've got to close your legs, man, seriously. The ball goes through his legs and into the far corner, and it's 3-0 to my opponent. And I was just sitting there thinking, the first goal, you know, my fault for poor defending, and really all 3 goals can be pulled up for my poor defending. But, you know, to have 2 goals with the goalkeeper, you know, letting the shots go through his legs like that, it's just awful, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's so poor goalkeeping, it really is. Absolutely shocking. And it is 3-0, and my opponent is cruising to an easy victory, and it looks as though we are on course for the 3rd defeat of the series. Lucina Traore almost made it 3-1 on the stroke of half time, but his shot was saved, and Moutinho's shot on the rebound hit the side netting. So 3-0 to my opponent still, and that was the way it stayed until the 61st minute, when we played the ball forward towards Yannick Ferreira Carrasco, crossed it into the box. There's Traore, the big giant striker at 6'8". He's always going to win the header, and he makes it 3-1. So comeback on the cards, highly unlikely, but at least I got ourselves a goal and made it 3-1. But 5 minutes later here, we head the corner away, and it comes to Campos down his left hand side, takes on Karim Rakik here. He beats the centre back for pace, cuts inside with the Berber spin. Nice little touch there. He's running clear 1-on-1, but that just summed my game up. Seriously, I didn't even think I put too much power on the shot, but clearly I did, and it was still 3-1. And in the 78th minute, with my opponent still having a 2-goal lead, I knew that if I was going to get myself a point, I had to score ASAP, because I wouldn't get too many chances. But as he played the ball towards Yannick Ferreira Carrasco here, I picked out Moutinho. Moutinho holds the ball up, finds Silva, who I brought off the bench. Quick little fake shot, then a roulette, and a great finish into the bottom corner. A very nice goal as well. Good passing move up the pitch, and a great finish by Silva to make it 3-2. but as the clock ticked into the 90th minute with my opponent still leading the game by 1 goal, it looked as though the game was up and I was going to have my 3rd defeat of the series. But as Ferreira Casco finds Traore here, we get space with Ocampos, who goes through one-on-one, great chance, rounds Rakiku covered, great save by the goalkeeper. My opponent fails to get the ball away. Silva finds Ocampos, and we blasted into the top corner and make it 3-3 in stoppage time, and come from 3-0 down to level the score in stoppage time. And that felt as good as any win we've had during this series. It really did. I know it's a really poor first half showing to be 3-0 down at the first half break, but to be honest, to come from 3-0 down in the second half and level it in stoppage time, that felt so goddamn good. And Silva as well, who I brought off the bench, I don't know why I didn't start him. He's got 4-star skills, decent pace, and he set up one and scored one as we completed the comeback. So a 3-3 draw, that felt unbelievably good, and we do get ourselves a point. It's still not a great result, obviously. I still would have liked the win, obviously, but still it felt very good, and we do rescue a point and come back from the dead to draw that game. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like. The next episode will be a live Q&A, 1 game, so look forward to that, and I'll see you for episode number 20 of Seasons very soon.